Do you have a Raspberry Pi sitting around doing absolutely nothing? What are you waiting for? Let's turn it into a Wi-Fi vending machine.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking no cooking.
Hi guys, welcome to the video. This video I'm going to show you the vending machine mock-up and I'm going to test it for you guys. So first let me show you all the parts that's in the mock-up. We have a power supply that's 12 volts, 5 amps, and then from there it goes to 5 volts converter, and so from 12 volts goes to 5 volts, plus the Raspberry Pi right here. I also have a relay, and I'm only this is a dual relay. It has an opto coupler on the circuit. The reason was when I went to the store to get a relay, and they ran out of the singles. It has a octo coupler, so they only have the doubles. So, well, since it wasn't that expensive, so I just bought that one and used one of the relays. And also here, got the coin acceptor. That's an Allen multi-coin acceptor, so it accepts different kinds of coins. This is the schematic that I followed, the wiring diagram. Let me give you a better view. Okay, so that's the wiring diagram schematic that I basically copied. Right here it shows you they're using just one relay, and they're using a multicolored LED or bicolor LED. Mine bought two LEDs, one red, one green. It's basically the same. So that relay right here, see this? That serves as the switch for the coil, so that the user won't be able to drop any coins and get their coins eaten by the machine without being credited for their time for surfing the web. I leave a link in the description below if you're interested to find this schematic. I found this one in the Adopisoft website in their forum section. You can find it there yourself. Just browse there, you'll find it for sure. Okay, so before I turn this on to test, I just want to mention that the relay right here, on the schematic, it shows that the green LED along with the load side of that coil is tied into the normally open terminal of the relay. The red LED is connected to, on the schematic, it's connected to the normally closed terminal. And of course the 12 volts from the coin slot is connected to the common. So what I found out was during initial boot up, and then when it's on and the Wi-Fi is up, what I found out was the relay was holding that instead of being at the normally closed position as per in the schematic, it was on the normally open position. I don't know if it's an isolated case for my Raspberry Pi or it's happening everywhere else. So what I did is I reversed that. So I put the green LED along with the coil wire to the normally closed position, and the red LED to the normally open position, because that's what happens when you turn on the machine. That coil is held on the normally open position. You'll see it right here. I'm gonna turn on the machine. Oh, before I do that, you already have the network cable. Make sure you have the network cable connected to your Raspberry Pi. And right here I'm booting off this USB stick. There's specific directions how to do that. I'm only using a Raspberry Pi 3, not the Raspberry Pi 3 Model B, not the B Plus. So make sure you read off the instruction off the website how to boot in USB for the Raspberry Pi 3. So with that said, let's boot up the machine. Let me turn off the lights so you can see the lights on a mock-up. Alright, so you can see the normally closed position right now. That's a green LED because it's still starting. Once it's fully started, it's going to transfer the red LED. Now take note that coin acceptor is on all the time. It's just we're disconnecting the coil to the relay so that you can't accidentally drop a coin and lose your money. So there it is now. As you can see, the red LED is lit, and that should be indication that the Wi-Fi network for the Raspberry Pi is on and active. So let's try to connect to that network. So I have an old cell phone right here. Okay, so we're in. Let's go to Wi-Fi settings. Okay, I'm tap on the Wi-Fi. Let's see. Okay, so I have that network right here. Okay, so that's the first one. It says Adopisoft Wi-Fi. There, I'm gonna go to that network, try to connect to it. Okay. All right, so we're connected, but it's okay. So as you can see, I've already dropped the coin previously for the cell phone, and has 28 minutes left. So here, let me get a coin for you. All right, so I'm gonna tap on the insert coin, and then you should see the red LED, or the relay is gonna switch to green LED, so I can drop that coin. All right, there. Now the green LED is lit up, telling me to drop that coin. So I'm gonna drop that coin. See what happens. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna drop the coin. Okay. Okay. Now it added time to my remaining time. So let's see. So let's see. Try one more time. Oops. Sorry about that. Okay. There. So I'm gonna press I'm done paying, and it should take me back to my browser. And so now I have it's all connected, and I can surf the web and browse or Facebook or YouTube. So let's go try to see if I'm online. Let's go test YouTube. Okay, looks like I am. Who's this? I'm gonna test that. See. Okay. Oh. Okay, so I'm watching a video, so that means I'm online, right? Okay. Anyways, so that's just a demonstration of my mock-up, and that's confirmation that the setup works, and you can also do this by yourself. You can collect all the parts and put them all together. Just follow the wiring schematic. It's not that hard. It takes a little bit of patience, but you can learn how to put it all together, and for me it's better that way, because if time comes, if you need to troubleshoot the machine, at least you know all the parts and how they are connected, and you can just troubleshoot it by yourself or fix it by yourself. You don't have to scratch your head wondering what's going on. You don't need to call a technician. You yourself know how it was built and how it was put together. Therefore, you should be able to have a good chance to fix any problems at all if you have to troubleshoot the machine. That's it for this video, I guess. I need to mention also, right here, I don't have a USB to network adapter, so I can plug in a bridge mode repeater. If you find this video informative, hopefully it is, and it's going to help you guys to build your own box, whatnot. Please click the thumbs up icon and subscribe to my channel. And see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.